All right, guys, we're back over here. We are laying out our board foam. As you can see, we're just gonna build a perimeter around this thing. We got Kyle coming, Kyle James and his son Logan are coming over with Kyle and son spray foam. And they are gonna spray this haunch right here, guys, and lock these sheets right in. They're gonna spray foam and just lock this perimeter right in, and then that's not gonna move. And then that's how we're gonna insulate this area right here. Instead of trying to lay board foam in there and messing around with it, we hired them to come and just give us a little zappy, and we are gonna be in good shape. We got plenty of foam. We got plenty of foam, don't we? Heck yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to get the south side done. I just grabbed a bunch of foam and we'll get it cut. We got the table saw if we need it. It's almost coming out perfect, ain't it? Yeah. We'll just put a strip along the side. Just pull that back till it's flush right there. And then we'll cut like a sheet in half, I think. Pull that back to here. That should be spread out a little bit so that fits. I think we rip a couple sheets in half, lay them right in here, and maybe not even half.
You got, seems like you got plenty. You want to put a couple?
Yeah, space them out. Yeah. Yep.
Put two across everywhere.
We can lay as much in as we want, but it's gonna blow away probably. Yeah. That's the problem.
Want to push that that way,
I would say, yeah. Yep. We'll push this over that way like that. That way like that. And Logan's on his way, guys, with the spray foam rig. We're gonna get him ready set up. Let's go and do that. In good shape there. We all in good shape. Just gonna put a couple pieces in the middle to get our spacing out. Once he zaps this, you ain't moving it. We're gonna have to get our other sheets in later. That's the game plan, guys. Stay tuned. I'll show you what this looks like when he's spraying it. All right, guys. Kyle and son are here. Logan's here. Looks like he's flying solo today. But we're gonna open up his trailer, and he's just gonna. We got our board foam laid in. We had to rip a couple sheets down. We're just gonna spray this area right here. Probably gonna zap underneath here and get this all sprayed. Stay tuned. Yeah, we're done with everything. All right, guys. Logan's all suited up. We're gonna see how we proceed here. We're gonna try to lock those boards in a little bit and see how that works. Hopefully it locks them in tight. He's setting up his machine. He's gonna get a little test spray, and that's what he usually does. He sprays a little cookie on the ground and just to make sure it's mixing properly, and then he gets to ripping. Give it a little flash coat, I think, first. There we go. I'll probably lock her in right there. Gonna hold it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
It's just the initial whip.
Yeah, right. Gonna be beautiful, Dougie.
Oh, yeah. Done right.
That's right. That's the way we do it. He's cleaning up the foam on the blocks.
We're going to leave those blocks on till after before, right?
Yeah.
Double check it.
Well, I think we're gonna put a kicker board around the whole thing, so I think they could come off for now. We're gonna put a 2x6 around this whole thing and kick it out. Yeah, so they'll be in the way. If you want to take them off, go ahead. We're gonna be sitting here. Sounds good, brother. That's how he's doing it, guys. Getting her locked in there. Beautiful thing. It's gonna make that nice right there. Shouldn't take him long by the looks of things. He is spraying 2 inches, guys. Rock and roll. How you doing? He's just holding it down. That stuff's packing right up nice. Hold that sheet right in place. Beautiful.
There it goes again.
Yep. Keeps changing on me. The wind keeps switching directions here. I'm trying to get some video footage for you guys. He's getting her now, guys. This is all 2 inches over here. Still a little soft, but she's firming up. She locked that foam board right in nice. We got ourselves a hybrid job here. It saves a little bit of money with the board foam up on the top. We have sprayed before underneath all the tubing. It's a little bit more cost effective on this, and this is insulation is huge, especially with the foam around the edge. That's where your heat loss would normally want to be, is on the edge. So this is gonna just heat fabulous. Fabulous. Very nice setup here he's got going on. I like it. I do. He'll hold that down once he gets it sprayed underneath there. So get a good heavy bead under there. And he'll just hold it down like that. Let it tack up, and then she's locked right in. And he zaps over top of it easily. Yep. He has a little gauge that he's checking there to make sure he's shooting 2 inches of foam, which is nice. He ain't just spraying and going. He's checking it. He's checked it. Every lift he does, he checks it for thickness. So, little wiggle in the wall here, yeah. But we're gonna put a 2x6 around this and kick it out, straighten everything up. Just a little wiggle in the foam from expansion. We'll get that straightened right out before we pour. We still gotta put tubing and everything in here, obviously. Rest of our foam and tubing. There's some plumbing that's gotta go in here too. We're hoping to get the plumbing done before Logan sprayed, but it didn't happen, and they have a timeline they gotta do, so we'll probably have to cut a little slice out of it where the sewer line exits and the water line comes in, but we'll just repair that. A piece of board foam or something. Spray foam and board foam. Because there's a septic tank out back right in that area. Hey guys, we're back over here at the mono slab where we laid the ICF blocks and bed a mortar. This is a job. We are installing a trench drain, just a short one, just a 4-footer. The guy we're working with, the GC, let us borrow his Toro Dingo. It's got that auger on the front of it, the ditch witch, like a ditch witch. Very nice piece of equipment right here. It took us like maybe 3 minutes to put that drain in. Try to dig that trench right there. Wicked nice. I need to get me one of these bad boys. That thing is slick. I gotta tell you, very slick. Simple, but man, does it work good. That's that, guys. We're gonna put this drain. I'll show you what it looks like. We actually cement them in with, we put concrete underneath them. Nice bed of concrete, and we lay it right in there and let it dry. That's how we do this. Stay tuned. We're gonna drive the dingo out of here, right onto the trailer. Make us proud, Chris. That's thinking with your dipstick. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Slicker than deer guts on a doorknob. Right, Austin? Slicker than deer guts on a doorknob, bud. All right, guys, we got our concrete mix underneath there. Setting our height. We got our string line set where we want it. And that Portland's gonna dry and it's gonna be nice. Chris is checking the height with the laser. We got our all dug out with our ditch witch. Going right out to here. We're gonna extend that out to daylight. That's gonna be beautiful. That's how we do it. The boys are putting the vapor barrier down. We don't need a vapor barrier where it's spray foamed because that seals it in. So we're gonna pick these sheets up and tuck it under there because we couldn't put it in. There was a bunch of plumbing. You know, a bunch of people said we didn't put a vapor barrier in. Well, we couldn't because we had to dig all this up and put. We got ahead of the plumbers, so that's how we do it. We're gonna lift that foam up at an angle and slide that poly underneath there for the vapor barrier. But we're doing our drain right now. Yeah. That's beautiful, boys. We're gonna take that concrete and kind of slope it at an angle and let it dry. Should be rock hard tomorrow. We can put our foam around it. How'd you do, Austin?
I'm not done.
All right, bud.
It smells like a farm doesn't mean you should be milking it. Oh, farmer.
Are you a farmer today, Austin? You milking it, bud? You milking it, kid? All right, back to work. All right, guys, we are out of here. We got our drain set. We got our vapor barrier down. We got all our foam down. Tomorrow, oh yeah, we put 2 rebars around here. They lay right in there nicely. We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna snap a whole bunch of lines. We're gonna run a radiant heat. I gotta find out where he wants to come into the building. And we will run a radiant heat from there and see what kind of zones he wants. Oh, we put the exit line out here. We do need to deepen it a little bit to get a better pitch. We're gonna do that tomorrow. And I gotta get some spray foam, zap around some of these spots. But we're out of here. We got some materials left over. Gonna haul back to the shop. I thought we were gonna use a 1.5 blocks to do this, but it worked out better. So we got some extra blocks. Boys are ready to go. Okay guys, we got a rebar bending station going on. Rebar bender. I've done a 90 on all these with this bender. I just use this piece of pipe on the end. And Austin and Chris are taking the burrs off the end on this end so that it's not sharp. Don't want it sharp because we are tying it here like this. We're putting them every 32 inches and we don't want a sharp end on the end. It's gonna maybe come in contact with the tubing. The end that bends down ends no biggie. That don't matter, but that bridges that haunch, ties that all together. That's how we're doing it today. We got our radiant heat all done. It's not even lunchtime, guys. All our radiant tubing's down. Everything's Looking real good. Just gotta get these bars in, and I'll give you a quick look here at that when we're ready to rip here. It's Friday, so we're not planning on working super late today. We're just gonna get this done, and it's real hot today. We're gonna get out of here. Okay guys, we are done. Right at noon. That's just something, use the wood. It's noon, right? Look at that, guys. Got our radiant heat all installed. A board to hold it up in place. All our rebars are in there. They're not touching the tubing on the ends, and we sharpened or took the burrs off the ends of them just in case. Looking good. Looking good. We do want to put maybe a 2x6 on the outside of here with another kicker just to keep things straight. And then we're going to backfill it. We are going to put our perimeter drain in, I believe. Get that done so that that's all installed. And there's going to be some wing foam going out around this thing too. So we'll get our wing foam in, perimeter drain installed, and then we can pour it. We're going to pour it next week. We're going to pour it next Friday. Today's Friday. We're getting out early. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week when we put our drain in. Good morning, guys. Bondo here. This is what we're up to today. We got Austin on the Brentwood. Show them what you're made of, kid. Oh, don't hit my wall. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, get up on the ground there. We are putting our perimeter drain in. We're using SRD 35, really good pipe. Or SDR 35. Messed that up, but it's good stuff. Perforated, nice and rigid. We are using just regular fittings on the corners. We are gluing the corners, and we're putting this fabric down like that underneath. Then we're putting a little stone on top of it. Then we're putting our SDR 35 with the holes down. That's how we do that. You don't put the holes up, you put it down. Water comes up through the holes and runs right through the pipe. We're gonna go around this whole thing, and we got it hooked in over here, and we're gonna run it out to daylight that way. I'll show you some of the, there's two T's here. One goes that way, one goes that way. And then it goes in, catches the drain inside, the trench drain in the garage. And that's all gonna run just right out to daylight over there when they're done. So that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna bury that with stone. The stone's gonna do two things. It's gonna help hold our wall too, and it's gonna work on our drain system. Going to work for our drain system, and it's going to hold our wall, so we'll have a lot more stability on the wall when we pour it. So this is our system. We'll be pouring this, today is Wednesday. We're going to pour it on Friday, so we'll get the pour on this video hopefully. Stay tuned. All right guys, this is the perimeter drain system. Show it to you. We're going to cover it up with stone. SDR 35 pipe, holes down. And there's gonna be foam board on top of the stone. We had to go out and around the septic line here, but that worked out okay. Just did that. Tees in here, runs out. That ties into the bench drain. We're gonna put some foam over that. Right down to the corner. Hey guys, this is all set to go for Friday. We're gonna pour Friday, like I said. Everything is perimeter drains all in. We got everything kind of braced. We took our uprights and screwed it to the sides here. Got everything cleaned up. We need to measure the thickness of this pad before we leave. I gotta get an idea how many yards are in here. We had a little bow in this back wall going in, so we ratchet strapped it to the tree with 3 ratchet straps. Let's straighten that out. I gotta measure this up, figure out how much concrete I'm gonna need. Grab a string line. We're gonna go across this and measure. We need a tape measure too. Just gonna check my thickness. All right, guys, I'll see you Friday for the pour. Come the mud, Austin. You're supposed to say it. Looks like Sean from Circle T, baby. Morning, guys. Bondo here. We are pouring some concrete today, as usual. It's a Friday, though. I can't wait to get done and go to Redfield. This is a conveyor truck, guys. Probably seen it before on our channel. And this company's Circle T Concrete. We're in New York State. Morning, John. You can come right up the side if you want. Got lots of room. Here's the project, guys. You probably see what we're doing in the video, but this is a 30 by 64 mono slab where we laid the blocks, the ICF blocks, right in a bed of mortar, as you've seen on the video, I'm sure. But we are going to start today by filling up our haunch around the whole thing. We actually got a little bit different concrete for the haunch. We're going to fill this area, and then we're going to top that with a finer stone mix for the top. Austin's going to pull the wire with that hook, right, buddy? That's what we're doing. We got some brackets we got to set. This is a pole barn, Bardominium. We're going to set some brackets right at these paint lines. These are the brackets over here. These are made by Perma Column. Wicked nice brackets. They get wet set into the concrete. We're gonna pour the haunch first, Sean. Yeah. Then we gotta set those brackets in there. That's gonna be the fun part. Here we go, guys. Wanna get my tripod out of the truck, buddy? Got a pretty good team here today, guys. Nice radiant heated slab. This is a really nice way to build something, but probably a little more expensive than using lumber, but we don't have to pull any forms off. It's all insulated. It's gonna be sweet. No wood in the ground. PBJ's here. Freddie, what finish we putting on this? Broom it. Okay. Just wondering. That's what I figured. Friday, Fresno Friday, boys. Fresno Friday. Okay guys, we got the first truck in. Didn't quite fill the haunch. I was hoping 10 yards would get that haunch filled, but just quite a little bit short of that. So there's where we ended. So I'm gonna refigure my yardage. I might have to puff that last truck up, but we'll see how it goes here. Stay tuned. Got 2 concrete vibrators working on the line. Still nice and soft, Dougie. Yeah, it's nice and cool today, guys. You can see everybody's got hoodies on. Be in good shape to wet set them brackets after we get by them. Put that concrete back a little bit. A little hole. Fill this hole here. Don't go above the foam, okay? Boys, get the broom out. Get the broom out, boys. It's almost time to broom it. All right, guys, now we're gonna do our slab here. Then we're gonna do our brackets. You can see how these bad boys work. Oh, it's got a little plastic on it. We don't want that in there, no. There's our bracket system. I like that right there. That's nice. I do like this. No wood in the ground. You know me. I'm a fan of keeping the wood out of the ground. Big Robbie's in the house. He's going to back in there. Sean's going to come slithering up because now that Sean's truck's empty, we actually have to jump onto the conveyor. There's our third truck. We're going real good now, guys. Take us long now. See, Sean will come in, Big Robbie will get on the side of him, and he will just dump right onto his conveyor. That's the game plan. Looks like it's gonna be a little tight, but Sean's just stretching out, see how far he can reach. Sean gets up in here, he'll be in pretty good shape. I think Robbie could slide over a little bit over that way. Gonna be beautiful. Next truck's out in the road. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Here comes the mud, guys. Now we're rock and rolling. We got a lot to do. We gotta get this in. Get these brackets in. Hey Doug, how would you like to be the bracket guy? Yeah. Alright guys, we got a little snafu. The conveyor broke. There's a motor on the side of it. This hydraulic motor right here, right there. That's loose.
And today.
This hydraulic motor's like,
Yeah, it's hot.
oh yeah, she's just hanging there, brother. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to fix that or not, buddy.
Oh, yeah,
The bolts came off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This cover off. Oh, this has got to come apart.
Well, the nice thing is you did the corner that we couldn't reach.
Yeah,
We got that corner done.
But
Yeah, we'll get it. Big Robbie's gonna drive in there. Let's get some. Make sure he don't dump right against that form. Pull that wire up, boys. Let him pull the wire. Get ahead of ourselves here. All right, guys, we gotta rock and roll. Something, Doug, you know what I mean? Always something, you know? That's why I didn't put my shoes on. I knew I was close. Robbie didn't have much on there. Scott's coming in now. He's got all his chutes on. We're just gonna rock and roll, boys. Hey, there's a pipe in there. Be careful. There's a pipe right here. You're just almost onto it. You're good now. If you stay right there, you're good, okay? Almost got our pipe. Huh. Not quite. Alright guys, things are going pretty decent, even though the conveyor broke. I think it's going in actually faster. We got a lot of room to work around this thing. We're getting these brackets in halfway decent so far. Looking good. All right, guys, we got it in. I didn't get a lot of footage at the end there. We were just hustling. I wanted to make sure I had enough concrete, so we did end up with enough concrete. We just ended up just pouring it out just to see, and then we had a little bit we screeded off, so I didn't need a balance. We probably only had a yard left over, which is pretty good on a mono like this, to get it that close. I'm pretty happy with that. These brackets are decent. We got a string line down there. They're not terrible, but when we pushed them in, there is webbing and stuff and rebar and all that stuff, so we had to work around that, which is a challenge, but we got them pretty good. Their purlins, or their posts, should be pretty decent. They might sit a little bit crooked, so their posts might not be perfect in there, but that's just because we were hitting the web in the ICF block. But looking down them, they're not terrible. All right, guys, we're gonna start finishing this pretty soon. I gotta get the power trowel out. It's still wet in this back corner because of the shade, but it's coming along pretty good. And I told you how the conveyor broke, so that was a little bit of a challenge. But we did get this back corner here, which was nice, because that's the part that we couldn't reach. So the rest, I think it actually went in a little quicker without the conveyor after we got this back corner done. Dustin's out there in his sock feet, making it happen. Put it on heavier, Chris will yell at you.
Don't want that.
No. Make him proud. We're putting a water-based curing seal on here, guys. That white will just dissipate here in a few minutes. Won't take long today, it's pretty warm out. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll give you one last peek here in a few minutes when it all dries. We're gonna saw cut it, and it always gets ugly when you saw cut it. Gets all dusty. They're gonna have to bring over some water and wet cure this bad boy. That's what we tell our customers. They usually comply. They just ran in city water, so hopefully they can hook that up and keep this thing nice and moist. There we are.
Tell them about the sprayer. This thing's awesome.
Oh, the DeWalt backpack battery powered sprayer. We love it. That's the second one we've had. We did wear one out. We've used it so much. Takes the work right out of it, don't it, Dustin?
Beats doing this all day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a shake weight, huh?
Yeah.
We get enough practice with the shake weight. We don't need to use it on our backpack sprayer.
Tested in the field.
Yeah, tested in the field. It's about to make our cut. Oh, you have to estimate it. Just gonna get it cut and then we're out of here. It's all sealed and everything. Everything's cleaned up too.